Block. And welcome back. We're in the Christmas spirit here.
Oh, yes.
Christmas is over, but we still keep our Christmas decorations up till the first of the year because we don't want any bad luck.
We don't want any bad luck. We keep it up to when the new year starts,
which we take it down.
Which is not that far away. We're only a couple days away from 2023, so
we're very excited for a new year.
Very excited for this year to be over. Overall, I thought this year was pretty good. Not the best year of all time. It's definitely better than the past 2 years for sure. I still like this year pretty good. But next year is looking like it's going to be really cool.
So what are we going to do today, the Drew Drop there?
We're going to be ranking the top 10 movies of 2022. All those 10 movies that we like throughout the whole year, all the way up to our favorite.
Well, without further ado, we're going to jump right in. We're going to start from number 10 and work our way down to number 1. We don't even know each other's lists, so we don't know what each one of us is already going to say. Some might overlap, some may be totally different.
Now, mine's ranked from my number 10. I like it, but it's not my favorite. And then once we get up to the list, of course, the number 1 is the one I like the most. But
it doesn't matter. You can go first if you want to.
Okay, I'll go first. My number 10 is Jujutsu Kaisen 0. This came out earlier this year around March. This is an anime movie. It's based on, of course, the anime Jujutsu Kaisen. I really liked it. It's a good action movie with a lot of cool set pieces and everything. It's not the best movie in the world. It's not my favorite anime movie. It's definitely a big shonen kind of anime movie. I thought the voice actors did a really good job in the dub version that I watched in theaters. I thought all the characters were really cool. I thought Gojo was really cool. I thought the bad guy, I forgot his name on here. He was really cool bad guy. And the whole way that they did the fighting and everything was just really cool. And seeing the main character of the movie shine, cause he's not really in the anime that much. He shined in the movie. I thought he was really cool. I thought his curse powers were really cool too. And if you're a fan of shonen type of anime, you're going to like this movie. I put that as number 10 on my list.
All right, jumping into my number 10. I am going to say Black Adam. I know this has had a lot of press lately with the Dwayne Johnson saying that it had broke even and all this kind of stuff of how much it made. I liked it. It was pleasantly surprising for me. I can say that he does a very good job as Black Adam. I really like the Justice Society in this movie, the characters that they had put in there. Now, I'm not a purist as far as comics go, so I don't know. I heard that they might have had some gender swaps, some race swaps, all that kind of stuff in that Justice Society. As far as good, well-rounded characters, I felt like they were really well done. I would like to see a movie of them.
I do know that there was a name change, though. They were just called the Justice Society of Black Adam when they were called the Justice Society of America. In the comics.
I didn't know that.
They're called the JSA. That's why they have it on their uniforms.
But what they call it, Justice Society?
They just called them the Justice Society, but they're actually called the Justice Society of America.
Oh, I thought they might have changed something.
But I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
Put it in the comments if you know all that.
Yeah.
As far as the story went, it was a little long. And we have our review. You can check in the description here of our review of the Black Adam. All these movies that we're going to talk about, we pretty much have a review of it because we couldn't put out stuff that we hadn't watched as a part of it. I just wanted to say that I thought it had a potential with an origin story. It takes a little time to get going. I think I was looking forward for a part 2, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it with the James Gunn stuff.
Yeah, we're not going to get it,
which is fine. I just thought now he could really jump off and do really well in his second movie. That is my number 10.
Okay. All right. My number 9 is Bullet Train. Bullet Train. I thought this was a really entertaining movie. It's a fun, kind of funny, kind of action movie. Brad Pitt was awesome in the movie. I thought all the choreography and everything and all the action sequences were cool. And what's the character's name? Is it Lemon and Tangerine? Those two characters? Mm-hmm. I love them so much. They were awesome. They were just the MVPs of that movie. I really liked them in the movie. And I liked how it showed each and every character's why they were there on the train, and I thought that was really cool. Joey King was awesome in it, of course. It was just a really fun movie. That's why I really liked the movie a lot. As far as fun, this is definitely a really, really fun movie to watch. So I can't stress this enough. If Bullet Train, it's on Netflix right now. Just watch it. It's a good movie. It's not but it's not as good as some of the other movies on my list, so I have it on number 9. But I still really, really enjoyed Bullet Train. There you go.
Good pick. Good pick. All right, my number 9 is The Menu. I debated putting this on my list, and then the more I thought about it, because I didn't love it as much as the Drewdrop and in the review that we did together, you could tell that. But still, it was. I give it props for doing a subject matter that, as far as horror, that I had never seen before with food and.
Oh yeah.
But I thought it was very well done. The actress Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
Really sold it for me and Drewdrop both. She's
I love Anna Taylor-Joy.
And if you're out there, we loved you in this movie.
She was awesome in it.
All the supporting characters too gave their part. I just want to give it its due, because I want more movies that are kind of outside the box, and that one definitely was outside of the box. Definitely picked number 9, The Menu.
All right, it's a good number 9 spot. All right, my number 8 is Smile. 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 I thought it's my favorite horror movie of the year. I thought it was really, really good. What made this movie really stand out for me was just how scary it actually was. Because when I watch a horror movie, I actually want it to be kind of creepy. I don't want it to be like something that's not believable or something that's just goofy. I want it to be something that will actually make you scared and you will actually have nightmares about. And this is definitely one of those movies, because dang, it is really, really freaky in a lot of parts. And I'm not even joking. If I watched this when I was younger, like in middle school or so, I probably would have had nightmares about it. It's that freaky of a movie. And I thought the performances were really, really good from all the from the actresses in the movie. She did a really, really good job. Ain't she the daughter of Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
Yes. Daughter of Kevin Bacon. She did awesome as the main girl in the movie. And I just thought the whole mystery about the actual little smile and everything that was going on in the movie was just really interesting. I don't have it higher because it did have some slow points in the movie. I thought that maybe there could have been a few minutes chopped out. That's why I don't have it a little bit higher than this. I still really, really enjoyed the movie a lot. And I was really surprised by how good the movie was. For that reason, I have Smile as my number 8 pick.
All right, my number 8 pick, and it'll probably surprise the Drewdrop and Movie Freak 2000, was Uncharted. I know Movie Freak really hated this because it wasn't like the game that they have for Uncharted. I thought it was a good action movie as far as that goes, because I like Tom Holland. He's a good Spider-Man. He was good in this. And this is basically just a Raiders of the Lost Ark ripoff anyway.
Yes.
Him and Mark Wahlberg's interaction in it was kind of cool to see that. And it entertained me for the full time. So I can't have anything bad to say about that. I mean, we got it. We went and bought it anyway. It's just a well done action. If you just want to sit down and have a popcorn movie, I think it's a really good movie. I think you will enjoy it. The best movie in the world? No, but I thought it was good in it, and I think it deserves my number 8 ranking for it.
All right. My number 7 pick is The Batman.
Oh,
The Batman.
Don't get it mixed up with Batman.
No.
The Batman.
It's The Batman with Robert Pattinson's Batman. It's Matt Reeves, of course, was the director of the movie. I thought this was a really, 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 really well done movie. It's a little long, though, about 3 hours long, but I still really, really liked this movie a lot. The world of Gotham was just fleshed out awesome. I thought it was awesome in there. I thought the actors were really good. I thought Robert Pattinson did a good job as Batman, and I don't know the actress that played as Catwoman, but we'll put her here. But she did really, really good in the movie as well. And the villain, the Riddler, was a really interesting villain. I like the detective.
Thank God it wasn't the Joker.
Yeah, thank God it was not the Joker. No harm towards the Joker. Just I've seen the Joker in almost every single movie, and I'm getting tired of the Joker. But anyway, the Riddler was really good for me because he was unique, and he caused a mystery about the movie. He made a mystery come out, and I really wanted to know what was going to happen. And I love it when I watch a movie in the theater or something like that, and I'm just really on the edge of my seat wondering, like, oh, what's this guy's intentions? Why is he doing the things that he's doing? And Batman figuring out all the clues on the way to figuring out what the Riddler's main goal was interesting in the movie, and it really wrapped me up into the movie for the 3 hours that I was in the auditorium. It was a really, really good, clever movie, I think. And I'm not really that big of a Batman fan, but I really like this movie. This is probably one of my favorite Batman movies, if not my favorite. That's why I put the Batman on my list.
Okay. My number 7 is Bullet Train. Now, mine's a little bit higher than the Drewdrop. Nothing makes a difference whether it's higher or not. We both got it on our list.
Yeah.
I'll basically say the same things that the Drewdrop said. Love Brad Pitt in it. Love Lemon and Tangerines play off each other. I like the way they kind of showed the backstories of each person as they went along. You see a little bit of scenes, and then they all tied together at the end. Thought that was really good. Good action in it. Story that I thought was unique, and I really liked it. I thought it deserved to be on the list, so that's my number 7.
All right. So my number 6 is The Menu. Menu.
Got a lot of eye.
Number 6 is The Menu. I absolutely love this movie a lot. It's really, really amazing. I loved it because the whole way it was structured was just so different, but so clever too. When I watched this movie in the theater, I was just taken aback by just surprised at how unique this movie was. It's not a typical movie. I've never seen something made like it before. The whole thing behind the restaurant itself and everything was just brilliant, and why he was doing everything he did. The performances were just absolutely outstanding. Anya Taylor-Joy did an amazing job, of course. And, what's his name that played as Voldemort? We'll have his name.
Ray Fiennes.
I think I'm pretty sure that's his name. I could be wrong about that, though. But we'll put it up here, his full name here. He was the killer out of the movie. He absolutely killed it with his performance. I thought his performance was just probably the MVP of the whole movie. And it was just a great movie. The mystery to it and everything about it too was really, really good. And them trying to do all kinds of stuff in there. I'm not going to give it away, but I really, really loved the movie. If you couldn't tell, I loved it way more than my dad did. I thought it was but I like a lot of those cooking shows. I like a lot of those Hell's Kitchen kind of cooking shows. If you like those shows, The Menu is an absolute must watch.
And the trailer really does. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. The trailer really does throw you off. It's not exactly what you think it's going to be.
The trailer is completely. It's like it shows scenes from the movie, of course, but it makes you think that something else is going to happen, and it doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad when trailers and stuff throw me off, and I actually am surprised in the movie theaters. So number 6 is The Menu.
All right, my number 6 is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Wow, I'm surprised by that.
I like this movie. It didn't blow me away as the MCU movie. I like the Doctor Strange character. I gave it more credence because of that. The Wanda stuff in there kind of changed the movie to the Wanda movie to me. I like the horror elements that Sam Raimi put in there as the director of this one. It's kind of neat to kind of see that in a Marvel movie. I didn't think they did enough of it, but I do think you could tell his fingerprints were on a lot of those scenes. Mm-hmm. The story was, I don't know, wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be. We wanted to see more of the multiverse. We got to see 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah, we want to see more of the multiverse than what we actually saw.
And we were told there was going to be tons of cameos by all these other people. You got a handful, and they weren't great.
They weren't great cameos.
So that's the reason Drewdrop didn't think I'd put it up there. But as far as liking the movie, I liked it in certain parts. There was one part that should never have been put in there, but that's beside the point. I won't go into that part. But as far as Doctor Strange, he pulled it for me for him to be in there. That's my number 6.
All right. My number 5 is, my dad's going to be surprised by this one, is Black Adam.
Wow.
Black
Higher
Adam.
than mine.
A lot higher than my dad's. I thought this movie was fun, and just overall, just being a just bad A. And I just thought that the movie was just awesome. I thought The Rock killed it as Black Adam. The movie was just like the way that the movie was made was just awesome. Like the fight scenes were really, really cool. If you want a good, just bad A movie, Black Adam is definitely one of those movies. And I'm not even that big of a DC person. And I thought it was a good movie. Maybe it's because I went with such low expectations, not expecting much of anything. I was surprised by it. And I thought the movie was really, really well done. And I thought the origin was done really, really good for him. And I got really interested to see what they were going to do with him, which is unfortunate that they're not going to be doing much anymore with Rock as Black Adam anymore. Hey, especially with the after credits scene. The after credits scene means nothing anymore. I still like the movie. I thought the Justice Society was great in the movie. There's only one part of the movie, one character that holds me from putting it past the number 5. My dad will know who that character is. The reason why I don't put it above number 5. If that person was not in the movie, I probably would have put it higher. Of course, they had to be in it. Still, I really liked the movie a lot. Was definitely the big surprise of this year, without a doubt.
Okay. My number 5 is The Northman. All I have to say of these type of movies, they are the ones that I love.
My dad's movies.
Drewdrop never watched this with me because he has no desire to see this genre. I love these types of movies, and I want more of these movies made. So that's what really catapulted it up my list.
Yes.
Because I wanted to be able to get more of these movies done.
I might actually check this movie out because Anya Taylor-Joy is in it, so I probably will watch it.
But it is a very slow-moving movie of revenge. It's kind of like Conan, but not. It's got elements of that, but it's definitely its own movie. I can't think of the director's name. He's done a lot of stuff with. I think he's about every one of his movies. Anna Taylor-Joy's in all of them.
Yeah.
Edgar something. I'll list it here. He makes this come to life, and I don't know how much CGI they used, but it looked really, really well made as far as the time period. The guy in it is Skarsgård's brother.
Bill Skarsgård?
Yeah, Bill, and I think his name's...
Well, that's it.
He has definitely went through a workout with his muscles and everything. He definitely bulked himself up for this role, and it pays off for the character, what he's been through in his life. Really well done. If you like those types of Conan type movies, I think you'll like this one. And that is my number 5.
All right. My number 4 is Elvis. Elvis is my number 4.
Elvis.
Yeah. I thought Elvis was a really big surprise, of course, this year. I wasn't even really looking forward to this movie until my dad showed me the trailer sometime earlier last year or something. I thought the movie was awesome. I thought it was a really great drama about the life of Elvis, and I thought Austin Butler did an amazing performance as playing Elvis. He literally became Elvis in the movie. He did awesome. He was just... And, like, it really, really made me more interested in Elvis. You know, after I watched the movie, it made me more interested in seeing Elvis's, all like, listening to his songs and even seeing more stuff of him. But I did not know all that. Like, I know some of it was made for the movie, but I didn't know all that stuff happened. Mm-hmm. And seeing how it all happened and everything was really, really cool. And if you just want a good drama to watch, a really good viewpoint on Elvis's life, just watch this movie because Austin Butler did an amazing job. He was great in all my kid shows back in the day. He comes back. He come back with a vengeance, and he's just awesome. That's why I have to put Elvis as number 4.
Number 4.
Yep.
All right, my number 4 is
Smile. Okay.
You guessed it, Smile. Mine's way ahead of the Drewdrops. I really enjoyed this movie. I know I've heard Pizzel's critique of it. He really didn't. He said done better with other movies that he'd seen that had the same kind of storyline. And I can see his point. It does borrow from other movies. Where I really liked is the lore of the smile
Exactly.
creature or whatever it's supposed to be. The entity, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm giving anything away with that. It really makes me want to see a sequel really bad, and I know
I really want to see Smile
it's
too.
definitely going to have a sequel. This movie was going to be on Paramount Plus, is that correct?
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, and they decided to give it a theatrical release, and it was one of the biggest horror movies out this year. It actually probably beat Halloween Ends on it.
Yeah, it's way Halloween Ends. I don't even want to talk about that.
But anyway, I just want to say I thought the marketing for this was done very good, where people were standing around smiling in backgrounds of newscasts and games like baseball games.
Oh
and stuff.
yeah,
I think they really. I think the second one will really take off even more than this one, because then you'll get into the right in running about this stuff. Really boggles the mind how well it was done. In the movie, I was like, how do you explain to somebody something that's, I guess, without sounding crazy? Then that's what this movie kind of puts out there. If people thought what you said was great, how would you convince them that you are not crazy with a situation like this movie? And you'll understand that more if you watch this movie. But I really give it all the props. It was a low budget movie, but it doesn't look like it on screen. Really, really liked it. So that was my number 4.
All right. My number 3. Now, this top 3 movies I love. I think are masterpieces. Now, number 3 is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I really, really like this movie. I'm a big Sonic fan. I've absolutely loved the video games. When they made the first movie back in 2020, and I was surprised by how good the movie was, I was really excited for how the sequel would turn out. And just like expected, this sequel was just as good, if not better, than the original movie. I loved it. Jim Carrey did an amazing job as Dr. Robotnik. Everybody just did an awesome job in the movie. They really captured the essence of the world of Sonic the Hedgehog. And that was just a fun movie. It was probably the funnest movie of the year. And it was just great. It captured everything what I loved about Sonic, but in a movie format. And for this reason, I cannot wait for part 3 to come out in 2024. I can't wait to see what they do with what in that movie with some storylines that I think, involving a character. I'm not going to give away what the character is that pops up in the post credits. I cannot wait to see what they do with that. Knuckles was great in the movie. Idris Elba did great as Knuckles. Captured the essence of the character. The whole story about friendship was just strong in this movie. That's for that reason I have it as number 3 on my list.
Well done. Well said. My number 3 is Elvis. I really liked this movie just like the Drewdrop liked it. I was around when Elvis was alive.
Yeah.
I was very young, but I was around and I knew of his music and his fame and all that he brought Elvis to life. He was on his latter part of his career, but still, I do remember seeing him on where they had the satellite feed from Hawaii and all that kind of stuff. I just remember that as a kid. I think Austin Butler, if he does not get the Oscar for Best Actor, there's no such thing as Oscar. I understand there's other people competing for that, and they don't usually go for the high-profile person. But as far as, I think he took 2 years to film this movie, and he delved straight into Elvis's own life to become him, his mannerisms, everything, his speech, his way of moving on stage. I think he even sang some, and he's not known for singing, but I think he didn't sing all the songs like that, but he sung some parts of the songs.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know. I didn't know for sure. So he's really dedicated for the role. Now, there was some exaggerations in the story, but with any Hollywood movie, it's usually based on for a reason. I mean, They based it on it, but these things may not have happened. They had to have build-up tensions. But a lot of the stuff in the movie did happen, maybe not at the time that they said. I thought it was a touching movie. I think Austin Butler's performance was better than Tom Hanks. That tells you a lot.
Oh yes.
Not that Tom Hanks wasn't bad; he was good in it too. And it takes the two of them to do that. I thought it was really cool to show it from the manager's point of view, and I really enjoyed it thoroughly. Definitely a must watch there.
Okay. My number 2 spot has to do with my shirt here is Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Absolutely really like the movie. The fact that they brought Gohan back to his roots, I have to put it at number 2 for that reason. They brought Gohan back. They brought Piccolo back. They put focus on 2 major characters of Dragon Ball we haven't seen since forever. I mean, look at Piccolo right here. He was awesome, and they just forgot about him. But in this movie, they brought him back with a vengeance. The whole story between him, Piccolo, and Gohan was just great. And even though Piccolo is not his dad, of course, Goku is his dad. Even though he's not his dad, he was basically his father figure. And to see them develop as characters in this movie was really, really good in the movie. And the whole story about how it takes to be a superhero was really, really awesome. I love the Gammas in this movie. I thought they were really, really cool characters. Can't wait to see what they do with Gamma 1 in the future. And then I thought Gamma 2 was amazing in the movie. And of course, towards the end of the movie, we did get something huge for Dragon Ball. I'm not going to put it in here, but if you are a Dragon Ball fan, you probably already know what I'm talking about. There is something that happens at the very third act of the movie that just changed Dragon Ball forever. So for that reason, I have to put it at number 2.
Okay. My number 2 is the Batman.
Dang!
I ranked it pretty well high. I thought it was a really
surprised
good
me.
detective story. I thought that
Robert
Pattinson nailed it as far as being the Batman. Everybody thought he couldn't do it. He really showed a lot of people that he had the range to be the Batman. After all the Twilight movies, I guess they figured he couldn't act, but he definitely pulled this off. I liked the way the Batman wasn't supernatural. He was just a billionaire that's want to fight crime, and I thought it was the little integral things between him and the Joker were really cool. The little subtleties, plus the major stuff that happened in it. I really thought it. Even though it was too long, I thought the movie was too long, and it was a brutal movie. And a lot of kids were probably,
it definitely was
with the terrorist type style stuff. I think people, my family included, except for Lloyd, thought that was a little much for Batman. But see, they're getting used to the old Batman. This is more the grittier crime solving stuff that with the comics. With Matt Reeves' direction, made it really, really good. Well, I think this movie is one of the best Batman movies I've ever watched. So that's my number 2.
All right. For my number 1, I don't even have to get the paper because I already know what it is. I mean, this is probably me and my dad's number 1 easily. And I never thought this movie would be the best movie of the year, but it is. And that is Top Gun Maverick. I mean, what else is there to say? Top Gun Maverick was just a masterpiece. Probably not only is this one of the greatest movies of like Tom Cruise, but like this is probably one of the greatest sequels of all time. I'm not even joking. What they did, but was expanding upon the original. The story of Maverick's character arc was just brilliant. What they did with him was really, really good, and it showed his time, in the Air Force. And everything, and how the story of Top Gun Maverick was awesome because it showed how much it takes to do a mission. They had to do the mission, and despite with the future taking over with self-pilots and self-piloting drone technology, he wanted to do it, and he wanted to do it the way he wanted to do it. Maverick did it. He did it. Tom Cruise killed it with his performance. And being reunited with Goose's son, that caused a lot of tension there. And it was just a brilliant story about a man. And he was just, I can't stress this enough, guys. If you have not seen Top Gun Maverick, just watch the movie. Just watch it. Masterpiece.
Well, the Drew Drop said my number one was Top Gun Maverick. He would be wrong. Top Gun Maverick didn't even make my list. The real number one movie of this year.
I think I know what movie you're talking about now.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh my God!
There, said it.
You know what? My dad's right. Thor: Love and Thunder. No, actually, I'm gonna change my number one.
You should. Thor: Love and Thunder is a classic. A classic Marvel movie for all ages.
No, Dad. You want to know what the classic Marvel movie is? This is probably one of the greatest Marvel movies of all time. It's Morbius!
Yes! Yay! I forgot Morbius is my runner-up.
You know what? Crap on Top Gun. Morbius was the GOAT. Jared Leto?
Yes!
Oh my...
And that one guy dancing in it?
No, one guy dancing.
That made the whole movie for me. I thought it was...
That was possibly, Dad... did you see where Martin Scorsese said that that one scene of him dancing was probably single-handedly one of the greatest scenes of all time in movie history, dude?
I can't believe it.
But we can't get over still is the one line when Morbius was fighting him and he said it's Morbin time. When he said that, I was like,
hey, sold it.
Best
number one movie of the year.
Number one movie of the year. One of the best Marvel movies.
Okay, if you can't see that we're being sarcastic here, you got some bad troubles here on your side there.
Yes.
No, my number one is Top Gun Maverick.
Same.
And for the same reasons that the Drew Drop said. But I just want to tell you a little story. Me and the Drew Drop were sitting here, right over here on these two recliners.
Oh, yes.
And Top Gun Maverick was getting ready to come out that weekend, and the Drew Drop said, I've never watched any of the Top Guns. I might go see Top Gun Maverick just because there's nothing else out to watch. I said, well, I got the original Top Gun over. I think it's okay. I didn't love it as much as people in the 80s, but I loved enough to buy the Blu-ray. We sat down. We watched the first one before the Top Gun Maverick came out. And he said, well, that kind of gets me kind of wanting to see the second one.
Yeah, I like the first Top Gun, but I don't love the first Top Gun. It's a good movie, but it's an okay movie. It's anything that's like really crazy, I don't think. I was excited to watch Top Gun Maverick.
We went to the movies, both of us. I thought it was going to be a ripoff of the first one because what trailers I've seen, it looked like it had the same type of volleyball scene, which was the football scene. And it just looked like they were all singing together like they were in the first one at the bar. And I was like, this is just going to be a rehash.
I didn't think anything of it. When I went in there, I was like, this is just going to be like an okay movie or something like the first one.
So we both go in, we come back out, and you want to see our reactions to that time, just watch our video in the description of that review.
Yeah.
We were blown away. We
watched it. I think we
watched like 4 times. It just shows you, just because the movie, that's been, 30 years or something for the sequel? Just because it's been that long doesn't mean you can't have a good movie. And it was good on multiple levels. I understand if you didn't like it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what we liked here. We loved it. And I think it should end here. I don't think it should go on to part 3.
No Top Gun 3.
And I thank Tom Cruise for being able to stand up to the Paramount executives and wanted to put this on streaming. That he said, no, this is going to be a theatrical release. And Tom, if you're out there, it really, really made our year. It was a great movie, and I'm glad you stuck to your guns. And I make it my number one and the Drew Drop's number one movie of 2022.
And what really shows how much I love this movie, we watched it at the theater 4 times, and when it came out on 4K on the Steelbook, literally we went and put the disc in and watched the whole movie.
Yeah, we never
do that.
Sometimes we'll get the movie in, we'll put it, put it on Vudu, whatever comes with it, and we'll put it on the shelf and we'll put it in the right category and stuff in an order, and we just never watch it until Blue Moon comes around, and then we decide to watch it or something. But this was the first one we've ever got from the store, opened it up, boom, we was watching it.
Yeah.
And we watched the entire thing. We didn't leave. We didn't do anything.
No, we watched the full movie all the way through, and I was just like, dang, this movie it's just insane.
Exactly.
I never thought this movie would be this good. And I know it might be a lot saying this, but it is one of my favorite sequels of all time. It is that good.
it's strange. I mean, we can take a movie he hadn't even seen, like a day or two before it came out, and then to go see them and him be in love with it. I never thought that would happen. I was like shocked that it even happened. I was shocked that I loved it as much as I did. But that wraps up our top 10 movies of 2022. All right, just in the comment section, leave your top 10. I want to see what you like. I don't care if it doesn't match with ours. And tell us what you think about ours. Tell us if you liked it or not. I'd like to hear your opinion. I won't get mad about it because it's your opinion of what we like. We like what we like. It doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't make ours invalid. You can put your opinion. I would gladly like to hear it. We just want to see what everybody out there liked this year. And we just want to say thank you all for watching. We appreciate every view. Please like, share, and subscribe this with your friends.
Yes.
And if you haven't subscribed, please check that out there. And we got merch now. Check out our merch store.
We got merch.
We definitely want everybody over our TeePublic store. We have a lot of 35% off sales. Just check when you can. You can save 35% off most of the time on there. And you can buy some good merchandise to support the Badraven and the Drewdrop. We greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Please help us get there. But anything you can do would be great.
Yes.
Just always remember the Badraven is your friend. And from the Drewdrop and the Badraven, we're going to let you go and talk at you later. And
Drewdrop out.
Goodbye.